morning, everyone. It's raining here in Florida, which is a good thing to some degree. I wanted to show you on this lawn, one of the challenges is it's all clover, and when it's wet it just clumps like crazy. So what I do is I consolidate all that mess into a couple lines, and you can only go over it twice. If you start going over it more than that, it just looks like total garbage, so you can't do that. So what I do is I blow one way and then another, and then well, I don't know if it shows it, but then I'll just rake those little lines up into a tarp, and then I'll do a cross pattern. And trust me, on this clover, if you do anything more than that, you got more mess from the more passes. It just looks terrible. But another issue is raining, and thought about standing down on this lawn. But one thing to always keep in mind is what you're selling is convenience. And in this case, I'm glad I did come, because I noticed that they've taken the time to move their boat and everything, and it looks like they also had an issue where not only they took the time to move the boat, but they damaged their garage door. So, you know, had I stood down because of weather, can you imagine how annoying that would be to the customer, that they took the time to move the boat out of the way and then they got to move it back because they don't have parking. So everybody's circumstances are different, but what we always got to remember is what we're selling is convenience. And when we start making things either through our billing or, you know, to some degree you can't control the weather, but all in all, you got to try to remember that convenience is the main thing, whether it be in your billing or in your mowing, being there when you're supposed to some degree. But I will tell you, and I'll tell my customers, my routes are geographical. They're not chronological. If you want an appointment, you're going to pay 5 times more, because you're going to probably pull me off of an area where I've only got 3 of 5 done, or I'll be done early on those 5 yards in that city, and then because your appointment's specific, I got to go sit in my truck and wait until you're ready. I ain't going to do that. So I'm strictly geographical route, not chronological. I don't give out appointments. I haven't found, even if you charge 5 times as much, you're still going to lose money. Sooner or later, you're going to lose money overall by doing appointments. You just can't do that. You can narrow it to a day, but not to a time. So that's what I think about that. Have a good one. Good afternoon. We're back on this yard. We got rained out this morning, but the reason we're back was not just to finish up, which I did do that. I hit over by this burn pit off the deck something metal, and I have the worst piece of it I have at the house. I took home after we got rained out, and it doesn't match up to this one. It's cut off by my blades. It's a very sharp spike, and the reason for my concern is obviously this area is used by children. So in an effort to locate any more of the material, I took a rake and scooped around a little bit around where it would make sense to be, you know, and that's where I found this second piece, but I'm still missing the piece I wanted to find. Whatever it was laying right here beside this burn pit. If you see it in the video, then put it in the comment section. I'll come back and grab it, because I don't want a kid to step on it. It was real sharp, the other piece. What I did was, after I raked around, then I went back with the mower and cut it again in a 90-degree cross, believing that either it would turn up or get laid down. But I did find other stuff in here, hinges and nails. So if I went to get a metal detector, I would be here probably till the end of time trying to locate it. Funny thing about stuff like this though is it can be in broad sight. You just got to be the right angle. You know, it can be in clear sight. You turn around at a different angle and then boom, there it is. But in this case, with me being walking over it many times, raking and cross-cutting the lawn, it's probably been driven down into the ground deep from the momentum coming out of the blades, or got flung somewhere. I don't know. I've checked everywhere I could. I think I've done everything I can at this point. I mean, I'm not happy about my blades getting damaged and stuff, but I'd rather run back over it again, pick it up in the tire, or hit it again with the blades to find it than to have a kid step on it and get a, you know, that's a pretty decent sized piece of steel. And the other one, the mate to one I've got, would have been at a point, a real sharp point. So that's one of the things that happens with this kind of stuff, you know. You got to deal with it and do the best you can. And it's not always your fault that people put stuff out in the yard, but what can you do? All right, have a good one. All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm back at the house. I'm giving up for the day. With the rain and everything, it was not too productive, but got a few of them knocked out, and that'll help for tomorrow. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow, though. On that last yard, or that was, well, it was the first and last because I had to pull off of it on rain. Well, it was the first residential. I did my commercial stuff before that. I do that at the crack of dawn. But anyway, the first residential, which was also the last one I showed you, where I was looking for that metal. This is the piece I found there first. And that other piece doesn't match up to this. So I don't know what it was. I don't know how long a piece I'm looking for. I just know that I don't want to leave something like that in the yard if I can help it. Now, I put forth quite a bit of effort, due diligence or whatever, to find it. But at this point, I think I'm going to have to just let it, you know, that's what it is, you know. And I'm going to wrap up this video. There ain't much on this video, but I probably will be doing a video later on using Flex Seal to fix the mower seats. So I might get that out today. I'm not sure. All right, have a good one.